Are you feeling that anguish, that tightness in your chest from being away from someone special? I know it's hard. But today, your angels have a crucial message for you. The person you have in mind, even though they are so rational and firm, is missing you more than you can imagine. This distance is deeply affecting them. It's something they try to hide, but you can perceive. Understanding them emotionally requires more than just a simple superficial analysis. It is necessary to dive deep into their mind and comprehend their most intimate feelings. This is a person who stands out for their insight, who uses logic in an exemplary way, and who presents themselves firmly and resolutely in their daily life. However, within them, there is an emotional complexity that needs to be unraveled with sensitivity and empathy. Something in your relationship has always seemed destined, almost as if it were written in the stars. There is an invisible but powerful force that unites you in a way that defies logic. At this moment, their love is directed towards you with an intensity that is hard to ignore. They are manifesting their presence in your life in a very specific and careful way, as if each movement were part of a grand symphony planned by God Himself. You may not notice all the details, but this person is extremely attentive. Every word you say, every gesture you make, is observed and appreciated with a depth that you may not imagine. It seems that in some way they are allowing God to work out the details of this special encounter between you, but at the same time, they are actively shaping their presence in your life. The energy flowing between you seems intense, and dealing with this physical separation has been challenging for them. You know, it seems like there is something very important that they need to tell you, something that has been trapped inside them for a long time. It can be a confession, a venting out, or simply a cry for help, but he feels like he can't do it alone. He is seeking strength in God, asking for a divine intervention. This connection between you two is not common. It's something rare, special, and maybe even predestined. You met under such unique circumstances that it feels like it had to be this way. There's a magic in this encounter, a feeling that everything was meant to happen this way. And that's why he is so present in your mind right now. He thinks about you more than you imagine. So much so that, in his mind, he is creating stories about you, imagining your life, your feelings, your reactions. It's as if you were an important character in his world, someone he can't shake off. He's trying to understand what you're going through, what you're feeling, and it consumes him. He is a person who has started to imagine based on the information he has about you, and he is truly invested in these thoughts. He deeply believes that you are someone genuine, but at the same time, there is a fear that there might be some disappointment. Even without having all the facts, the distance imposes a barrier that makes him imagine scenarios and, unfortunately, often imagine the worst. He wants you to know that this connection between you is far from being out of sight, out of mind. This person has stayed connected to you in a deep, almost telepathic way. He is definitely energetically pulling you, receiving a lot of information about you through dreams, signs, synchronicities, and subtle touches from God, besides having a profound inner knowledge about you. It is through these insights that he builds these stories about you. This person is closely following where you are in your personal journey. It's as if his mind never rests when it comes to you. He may need consciously to set aside these thoughts, because his thoughts about you may deepen too much. He reflects on his personal journey, his love life, his work, literally all aspects of his life. His mind is constantly trying to fill in the blanks about you because he feels disconnected. He seems to be a little mentally lost, as he no longer knows how to distinguish what is true from what is divinely guided. He does not know what comes from a higher source and what are just assumptions about you at this moment, and feels he is manifesting this encounter with you to confirm what he has been feeling. There is a big difference between what he feels and what he expresses. There are two versions of him, and it seems that this is a connection that began in the spiritual plane before manifesting in the physical realm. It takes time to grow and develop spiritually over time. This person tries to connect with you very often, and you, being intuitive, feel when he is approaching or withdrawing. This can be extremely frustrating. When he is open and honest, the the connection flows naturally. But then, without warning, everything changes and it leaves you restless. Perhaps this person doesn't even realize he's sending you these mixed signals. Your higher consciousness picks up on these emotional changes because you have access to his heart space. You receive his emotions in a raw way, good, bad, or indifferent, even if he is not aware of it at the subconscious level. This connection is like a tug of war between the higher self and the lower self. It seems painful for him to continue repressing what he feels. There is a deep repression, but this person thinks a lot about you. He has not been completely honest about his emotions, and not for the reason you imagine. The intensity of the feelings is such that he holds back, afraid of how it might impact you. He worries if that would change your feelings for him, if you knew the depth of his feelings. The connection between you is intense, and you may not realize how much he has been holding back. This person is going through a true storm of conflicting emotions when it comes to you. He feels such a deep and intimate connection that seems to transcend the ordinary, and that makes him want to protect you and your energy at all costs. There is a clear recognition of your gentle nature and pure spirit, qualities that are highly valued and sought after. This period of separation has been a real emotional roller coaster for him. It's a mix of wanting to be close, but at the same time feeling that there are parts of you that should not be shared or exposed to anyone. This creates an internal conflict, because he understands that this desire for exclusivity is, in a way, selfish, especially considering how he himself held back in relation to this connection. You may be wondering why this person acts this way, why he seems to hold back, why he has not taken a step towards you yet. The truth is that, despite the intense desire he feels for you, there is something inside him that prevents him from acting, as if an invisible barrier stops him for fear of being selfish. The energy he feels is incredibly intense and deeply emotional. This person is facing some very significant truths about you, truths that he may have realized from the start, but that now become clearer. You have always known that there is a force within you that not only guides your life, but also goes ahead, shaping your journey. And this is reflected in the people you meet along the way, especially in this person who can see a much more intimate and deep side of you. No matter where you are on your journey, your energy impacts others, especially those who have a closer connection with you. This person, in particular, feels the effects of your energy intensely, especially as you evolve and grow. You may not even be aware of it, but you have an extremely powerful sexual energy. This energy is so intense that it needs to be transmuted, meaning you need to channel this high sexual potential into a creative activity. This could be an exceptionally creative moment for you. Perhaps you are wondering where all this energy, this seemingly inexhaustible vitality, is coming from. The answer lies in the power you have preserved and are now using productively. This transformation is fascinating because not only do you feel this change, but the person you connect with also perceives it in a very intense way. It may manifest to them as a striking physical sensation, or even as a visceral passion. The energetic bond between the two of you is incredibly strong at this moment, and this person is seeing your energy and attraction in a new light, something they had not noticed before. There is a significant focus on how you are directing your energy because it is extremely potent and has tremendous creative potential. This transition is making the other person somewhat defensive towards you and your actions. They can feel your energy growing in a very palpable way and are visualizing your energy and attraction in a very different and more intense way than before. This connection between you two is very rare and profoundly intense. It is an accelerated and transformative experience, where the exchange of energy is not only noticeable but almost tangible. Although it has been difficult for them to stay away from you, they see this time as necessary because they now understand that they need you. And this does not come from a place of codependency, it comes from someone who truly understands the value of having a partner who complements them. You automatically become a teacher in a very important subject, pure and unconditional love. And although the word love is used a lot, this person is realizing that this is the gift that God gave him. So if you're wondering why this person never really left you, no matter where you've been on your journey, it's because he can't and because he really doesn't want to. This person has always felt a bit possessive when it comes to you, but not in a negative sense. This is coming as a more protective energy, where he feels that he is here to play a certain role in your life. He also feels that there are aspects of you that are just for him. He is someone who feels very territorial about you, and even the thought of someone else having access to you in that way makes him very emotional. Being away from you is making him realize that what he feels for you doesn't disappear because of a temporary separation or because communication is delayed. You are teaching him that, when love is real, it is forever, it's not something you can control. He is also realizing that it's kind of crazy to torture himself thinking about what you're doing and who you're with when he could be with you. Every moment of distance, every instant of missing you, only serves to reinforce the depth of his feelings. Each day away from you is a day when he learns to value your presence even more. This is someone who is realizing that he no longer wants to have to guess when it comes to you. The fact that this has been this person's situation recently is literally consuming him. He knows that he plays a much more important role in your life and is ready to take that position with all his heart. You are also teaching him something fundamental about time here, because he keeps going back to your origin story and is counting the moments. He can't help but feel that time is running out, that every second matters. This is someone who knows that anyone who aligns with you on your journey would be extremely lucky to have you by their side. And deep down, he knows that you are the right person for him. This has been confirmed to this person several times, and I am also noticing that this has been confirmed to you. Right now, your person is definitely going through some kind of spiritual upgrade, a deep lesson, or his level of consciousness is increasing considerably within this connection. And he has you to thank for that. So this separation may be due to you setting a boundary, raising your standards in some way, or it could have naturally occurred due to divine timing. Either way, whatever lesson your person was supposed to learn, he is learning, and that is redemption. This is the energy of someone with a guilty conscience. It's like he's reliving many moments and honestly, feeling a little ashamed of his actions or even things he said to you, or things he never said or never had the courage to say. This person realizes that your requirements are different at this time, and his energy is coming very humbly because he treated you poorly in some way. And this does not point to a tumultuous relationship or connection in any way. This is your person realizing that because of your energy, you need to be treated in a certain way. You need open and honest communication. You need someone who is willing to expose themselves and show vulnerability. There has always been this dynamic of attraction and repulsion between you, not because your person doesn't love you, but because he doesn't know how to openly express how much his love has taken the lead in his life, even from a distance. And depending on where you are in your journey, he is realizing that there are certain things that you require in love. So, his person has been manifesting this encounter because he wants your forgiveness. He is not sure where you stand with him. That's why his mind is painting these images and trying to gather information based on what he knows or what he is assuming to be true or not. He may have wrong information regarding you and where you are emotionally, but he misses you a lot. So you can definitely feel this person really insecure about where you stand regarding him, and his emotions are coming in so intensely because he took some time away from you and is now asking God to align the two of you again. There may be barriers that both of you are facing. There may be something in your world or in his world where he feels he needs help to put you in front of him, but in the end, this is what this person wants now. And he can't help but feel a bit protective towards you, because he wonders if you still feel the same way. This is really the energy of someone who, ultimately, wants you to be happy, whether it be with him or not, but he truly feels committed to you in this emotional connection. That's why his mind is everywhere, but he really wants this encounter to happen as planned. It's almost as if he wanted this casual encounter to be symbolic, so that both of you know and it is confirmed that your love story has already been written, and that no matter where you are now and where you've been on your journey, it doesn't change the plans that God has already created for both of you and for this connection. Your person feels an urgent need to reconnect with you, not only to clarify any misunderstandings that may have arisen, but also to express how much he has grown and learned from this separation. He realizes that the moments when he failed to communicate or demonstrate his love were missed opportunities, and he wants to make up for that time somehow. He wants you to know that, despite the challenges and distance, the love he feels for you has grown stronger and deeper. He is ready to commit in a way he never has before, ready to show you that he is worthy of your love and trust. Allow your spirit to absorb these words and feel them resonate deeply within you. The universe wants the best for you and will ensure a positive outcome, no matter what your decision may be. Type, "I receive and accept my destiny and all that the universe has to offer me" to claim this message and the blessings it contains for you. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who may need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and stay tuned for the important message awaiting you in the next video. May God and the universe illuminate your steps with peace, love, and faith. Amen.